commodity is the fact that it must, the contract must give room for variation in quality. What I mean, good day, my name is Dele Ayimibo. You're welcome to another edition of Discussing Trade Information on DBA TV. Remember, in recent times, you have been following us on this channel. We've been discussing a lot of, having a lot of conversation around how to export different products, particularly from Nigerian perspective. Now, we've gone through from cocoa beans, how to export cocoa beans, how to export raw cashew nut, how to export sesame seed, how to export dry ginger, how to export gum arabic, how to export dry hibiscus, how to export raw groundnut, how to export garlic. Today, we'll be looking at how to export cocoa butter. How to export cocoa butter. Cocoa butter is a very, very interesting product for export. Of course, it's a product made from cocoa, just the way you have shea butter. In fact, cocoa butter and shea butter are in competition. Because cocoa butter is expensive, people are resorting to using shea butter to achieve the same objective in different kind of confectionaries. Cocoa butter is a vegetable fat derived from cocoa beans. It is a key ingredient in the production of chocolate and is also used in various cosmetic and pharmaceuticals. It's also known as the oil of Theobroma. You know, cocoa is Theobroma cacao. It's a pale yellow edible fat extracted from cocoa beans. It's a versatile ingredient with rich history and numerous uses. To extract it, basically the beans undergo fermentation process, drying, roasting, and finally pressing. And this pressing separates the butter from non-fat cocoa solid, which becomes the cocoa powder. From non-fat cocoa solid, which becomes the cocoa powder. Now, the cocoa butter is composed of three main fatty acids: oleic acid, stearic acid, and palmitic acid. It's a rich antioxidant because it contains vitamin E, and that's why it is used in creams. Because it contains vitamin E, it is used in creams. Now, let's talk a little bit about the pricing. You know, I will repeat this as long as I do this particular series of program, of episode. As long as you are not meeting up with the quality specification. In fact, my recommendation for you will be, if you have any contract that is commodity or semi-processed goods, like shea butter, cocoa butter is a semi-processed good. If you have any product like this, it's very important you understand that one of the things you should be very, very conscious of when dealing with this commodity is the fact that it must, the contract must give room for variation in quality. What I mean by that is this. If the quality maximum is, let's say moisture is 5%, if you have 7%, there can be deduction, but there shouldn't be total rejection. So you need to ensure you have that in your contract all the time. This is to ensure that if for any reason there is an error, it doesn't lead to a total loss. So typically, this kind of product will have the minimum amount of each of these fatty acids and even moisture and impurity that is expected to be seen in them. So it's important for you as a seller to ensure that you meet up those certifications by testing them, but ensure that the pricing is such that it gives room for variation without having to deal with total loss. Now, what is the potential market size of cocoa butter? Potential market of cocoa butter is about $5.7 billion. Interestingly, the major buyer of cocoa butter is Europe. What amount of cocoa butter is purchased in Africa? 51.7 million. How about South America? $93 million. How about Oceania? $124 million. How about Asia? $578 million. How about North America? $756 million. $4 billion is the demand of cocoa butter. $4 billion is the demand of cocoa butter in Europe. Europeans are the major buyers. So who are the purchasers in this country? Largest purchaser of cocoa butter is Germany, 13.9%. Followed by Belgium, 10.5%. Followed by United States, 9.45%. Out of the $5.7 billion demand for cocoa butter. Followed by Belgium, followed by Netherlands, followed by United Kingdom, followed by Poland, followed by Italy. So if you are looking to export cocoa butter in the world, your major market should be United States, Germany, Belgium, France, Italy, Netherlands, Poland, and United Kingdom. Now, how is this product supposed to be packaged? Remember, it's a butter. How is it supposed to be packaged? There is need for what is called an inner sealed plastic bag. This is the most common option because it protects the cocoa butter from moisture. It protects it from contamination, and it protects it from oxidation. Different bag thickness and type can be chosen based on the specific requirement. That is the inner packaging. You can also use aluminum foil, particularly suitable for small quantity of fine flavor cocoa butter, offering an excellent protection against light, sunlight, and oxidation. How about the outer packaging? You can use cardboard boxes, strong and reliable, providing space for labeling and also other information. It's good to choose corrugated cardboard for extra protection during stacking and transport. It's important to control the temperature. The butter melts at around 37 degrees centigrade. Using a refrigerated container or insulated packaging, if possible, is important for a long journey. You can also include desiccant pouches with the packaging to absorb excess moisture in transit and prevent the growth of mold. This is very, very important. Any other regulation of the country you are shipping to also become very, very important. Like many other items of export, which is commodity. If you are shipping from Nigeria, you open your application form NXP, attach your pro forma invoice and export certificate, and then ensure custom clearance issuing SGD and the inspection agent issuing CCI. And upon shipment, of course, the bill of lading, invoice, and packing as expected. But in addition to that, ensure the contract stipulate and you do a third-party inspection. Why is that important? You do a third-party inspection, And this is important because it helps. This is important because it helps you to be able to ascertain by an independent body the quality of the item you are shipping out. Before we close on this particular episode today, what are the common problems of cocoa butter export? Contamination. What are the common problems of cocoa butter export? Oxidation as a result of exposure to air and light. Oxidation. What are the problems of cocoa butter export? Melting because of temperature increase. What are the problems of cocoa butter? Foreign matter. And these are what you must avoid. Foreign matter. What are the challenge with cocoa butter? Issue of filtration, inadequate filtration. Inadequate filtration and the use of inferior raw material. Has this video been of help to you? Give it a thumbs up. Are you looking for product to export and cocoa butter come to mind? Or you have a friend that is about to export cocoa butter? Share with your friends. Don't just share with your friend. If you have questions for me, drop it in the comment section. The next episode, we are going to be discussing the export of yam. If you want to know when I upload the detail on the export of yam, then you know what you do? You want to know? Click on the notification bell and join our community by subscribing to this channel. My name is Dele Ayemibo, and I'm your export doctor, and I'm signing out.